My dream when I was 6 and my dream when I was 24 were essentially the same, to become a musician, to create music. But back in the day, the options that were given to us for our future were engineer, doctor, wife. And I managed to escape with a management degree. And while I absolutely love what I've done with my career and I love my day job, which is working with people, it's far from the dream that I had. My first memory of music is a yellow geometry box about this size, which came with 7 buttons with 7 different sounds: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. And the 5-year-old me thought that was Chinese for numbers. And all I could interpret from that little box was that this piece is making 7 different sounds, which can essentially be used to make any tune and every tune there is out there. So I had Happy Birthday figured out in no time. I had Twinkle Twinkle figured out in no time, and I even figured out Ye Watan Tumhara Hai back then. And even when I got my first keyboard, which was essentially the first thing that was not a toy, I was still writing numbers in music. And any musician knows basically you use alphabet. But back then, as a teenager, we did not have Udemy courses, we did not have YouTube tutorials. In fact, at the risk of sounding ancient, what we had was dial-up internet. And I'm not gonna go there. So I wasn't just self-taught, I was also very painfully taught. And fast forward a few years, I finally purchased my piano. A lot of people ask me, what's the story? Why did you go for this instrument? So for me, it wasn't really a choice. It was always going to be the piano. The moment I set my hand on that yellow geometry box. But I think one reason why I have such a strong affiliation with my instrument is because it's literally the physical demonstration of what music would look like. So if you were to ask any musician, what would music theory look like if it was a thing? It would exactly be what the piano looks like. So that's something I absolutely, essentially relate to. It's certainly an instrument that I resonate with the most. And interestingly, quarantine has been a blessing for me because it's given me a lot of time to play my keyboard. And a bigger blessing has been the fact that I derive a lot of satisfaction from this playing. It gives me the space for growth. It gives me the space for regulation of emotion. It's my safe space. It's my space of expression. And in fact, it's all of music, not just piano, that gives you the space to connect with people, to understand a complex emotion that someone else might be experiencing. Understanding a new emotion, for example, a stress of a pandemic, something that we haven't thought about before. An emotion that someone else is expressing through music, and words wouldn't give meaning to it. And talking about words, it's very interesting that lyrics also are something that everyone just empathizes with. No matter how complex or simple they are, I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. Everyone empathizes with that, Bohemian Rhapsody. And to localize the context a little bit, we have Gore Rang Ka Zamana, Kabhi Hoga Na Purana, we have Savali Saloni, and we still relate to these songs even though they haven't exactly aged well. It's 2020. So that's what music has given me, and it's what gives people the abstract space to express something that is very difficult to express otherwise. It's brought me joy, accomplishment, love, expression. It's given me the space for regulating everything that I feel, to release my emotions, to deal with stress. And that's basically my story of piano. I do a lot of covers and themes, and that's what I'm gonna play for you guys today. There's some Hans Zimmer in there. There's Diego in D minor, a Sunshine theme. We have the piano piece from Game of Thrones. There's a little Unadi in there. And then I'll finish up with a song that is a prayer, one that everyone knows very well. And that's the note that I want to leave you guys with. And I hope you resonate with what I'm saying when I play for you today.
strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throat, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. And maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold